Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Got that Work Life Coffee.
Go to worklifecoffee.com
and use the promo code CROCKERS.
What do you get?
You get 4 bags for the price of 3.
Wow.
Work Life Coffee. But it's got to be the night shift, I believe.
I think it might be the only brand.
Flavor?
Yeah.
Oh. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't remember what's on the website.
Yeah.
But you tell me. Go look at it.
Yeah. And leave a review on their website.
Yeah, let them know Crocker sent you over.
Yeah. Only if you've had it.
Yeah. But anywho, always appreciate y'all supporting anything we do. I don't know how many people have went and got the Payne County Rust.
A couple people have been commenting on Crocker Life about it.
Cool. And again, we don't get paid any money whatsoever with any of this.
Yes, we truly love it.
They just throw us some product and we like it and we talk about it, and that's really it. I really wouldn't want to do. I'm not a big fan. Every product review, everything we do, they're always like, you can be a part of affiliate program, and if you sell this many, no, because then I feel obligated to be like, hey, go buy this so we can make some money.
Yeah.
People do that all the time, which is fine, but it's like, I did that at the beginning of YouTube, where I would talk about stuff and try to do all that, and then I learned real quick, like, all right, what we say goes a long way, and what people will buy, and I'm not going to do that just for money. If we like something, it's just going to be because we got the product, we like it, we're going to talk about it.
And we understand, like, your hard-earned money.
Oh, yeah.
If it goes towards something...
Yeah. It better be something good, and not something that I'm just trying to make a buck off of. I'm not going to ever push a product like that I don't personally truly like. That's why we really honestly don't do product reviews much anymore.
Only if it's something that we truly...
And we like to use it for a long time before we do our video.
Yeah. We really got to test it out.
We got to really make sure it's good before I put their name out there.
The bikes.
Yeah, we got a couple of things we got to do some videos on. It just don't make sense right now on our channel.
Yeah.
But hey, mostly whenever we get something, we use it for a long time, we like it, we always buy it. So if anything, they're getting something out of it, the company. Yeah. So apparently, this weekend, it did not go according to plan.
Nope.
We were planning on stuff being here and done and whatnot, but life.
It's kind of the name of the game this last month.
Yeah. It's been, when did we get the slab poured? It's been, 5 weeks? Tomorrow? Tomorrow's 5 weeks?
Maybe. I'd say it was like my birthday gift.
Yeah, I think it's been 5 weeks that it's just been sitting there taunting us. But nothing we could do about it in the moment. But we'll know today what's going on. And then all our building supplies and everything should be delivered hopefully this week. They said that they were going to do their absolute best to get it to us this week. If not, it's just because they said they are very busy and their delivery driver and stuff is just like slammed. So
we did notice too at the bottom of the invoice.
Oh, it just said customer must have a way to unload truck. So I need to fix the tractor and get some forks. So we'll get it figured out. But we're spending the weekend kind of getting things ready, getting prep for this week coming up. You guys will see a video tomorrow on the Crockers of kind of what we've been up to, things we're doing, and updates and all that. And
we know it's not the building that you guys like to see. And
house building and stuff.
Yeah.
We're still working and getting stuff done. I'll tell you all this. You'll see some stuff that they did, the concrete, some fence work, and...
Get them low.
They're playing in there. And then stuff like that. You will see work. It just won't be full blown like us building a house like we would want and all that. But hopefully next week we'll be able to start that. Y'all's guess is as good as ours when it comes to this. I don't know. I know the whole thing lately has been just like patience. Patience with just everything in life. And I think I ran out of patience long ago. I don't know.
You ran out of patience, but you still have grace. And that's a beautiful thing.
Is it? Because I have none. No, it's I wish so. For Danielle's birthday, we wanted to go camping, and then we were going to go down to South Texas to see my family, and then because of all the concrete stuff, and then be like, okay, well, we'll be out this week to do this. Okay, we'll be out this week to do this. Okay, we'll be out this week to do this. We had to be here, and so we haven't done anything we wanted to do as far as leaving here. Forgot to turn off the hot water heater. But we haven't been able to do any of it because we just been waiting. And I think that's part of my frustration is not only do I feel like my time's being wasted, I feel like I'm being robbed of things that I could be doing. And you guys know how we are. Like, we only have so much time that's downtime because we were going to let the slab cure and then go do this stuff, but then it got pushed back, and then stuff happened with it being the pour didn't come out good, and then the finished, and then we were trying to figure out how we were going to fix it because we didn't want to wait too long to try to fix it in case we had to bust it out to redo it. And
it actually got started sooner than we thought.
Yeah.
And so then it was like, okay, we can't.
Oh, you're here already?
We can't go this week. And then it was like, oh, it's still working on it. Still.
Yeah.
So it's just, the plans, which, that does push the patience, especially when you're feeling stuck and there's things we need to do.
Well, not necessarily. Well, I'll say not necessarily only things we need to do, but things we want to do. When you work so hard and you sacrifice this time so on our birthday we could do something, we don't do a lot realistically, and we don't care that it's like, oh, it's my birthday, but it's just kind of like a
reason.
It just it kind of came like a tradition that clearly it just happens that it's on my birthday that we go to Colorado. It's not so much because it's like we're celebrating my birthday. It's just that's the perfect time to go to Colorado for people like us. It's not. It's great weather. It's before it gets too cold. We wanted to go for Danielle's because that's when the fall you start getting all the perfect colors, and I've never experienced that.
Beautiful yellows, and we'll go one year.
Yeah, but I've never experienced fall in Colorado. I've been to Colorado different times, but it's normally around summer for the most part and stuff, but I've never seen fall, and I was looking forward to it, and we were trying to get our old 4Runner figured out. Even with dealing with that took forever, and we were waiting around. It feels like the last 4 months has just been very much of a letdown. In the end, it works out, but it's more of like, you're so close, but you're not going to get it yet. Oh, you're going to deal with this. Oh, you're going to deal with that. Oh, well, hey, everyone is ready to take your money, but when it comes down to doing it, it's I don't know. Now, I'm not saying that with the car or anything like that with the old 4Runner because we pay afterwards, but
and they're
very
amazing.
Good. But it was just more, again, that was just part of what I was saying. It took a while to figure it out. And honestly, that was nothing against the shop.
Yeah.
It was against the lift kit.
Yeah.
And between us and the shop, we had to figure out why the lift kit sucked.
Yeah.
And it was the only lift kit you could get for that. So it's just when you spend a lot of money and then you got to sit and wait and try to figure it out and wait on other people and stuff. It's just, I don't know. I don't like it.
Especially, I think, too, if this was at the beginning of our journey with property and everything, then that would also be a different story. But the fact that we both are feeling it, if you can't tell, feeling it, and it's just more so, it's like we are just ready for a house.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, y'all never heard it. We want to.
Yeah, trust and believe. So I think, again, because it all is happening now and it's all for a reason.
Yeah. And whenever it becomes time to actually start doing it, I think you guys are going to see, like, holy cow,
They're ready.
Gung ho on this. Clearly, we'll still have points where you get burnt out. I don't care what you do. Everyone that's done the same job forever gets burnt out. Everyone that has to work outside doing something get burnt out. It sucks, but it's a pro and a con, what we do here. So, I mean, we do anything from just keeping up with the land management, whether that's mowing, cutting trees, whatever, putting up fences, or we're building a deck, or we're getting a grain bin, or we're dealing with animals, or we're building the front fence, or there's so many different things that you get burned out. It's like, as soon as you finish one, you have a whole backlog of things to do, and it's like, oh my gosh. But luckily for us, the pro is I can't do the same thing every single day. And the fact that it is different, I get excited about a new project or about going back to a project. Or, we worked on the front fence probably 9 months ago whenever we first put it in. And by the time it was done welding it up and all that, I'd never wanted to look at it again. And then when it was time to put in the cedar, I was very excited. I was very much ready. But by the end of it, I'm like, I'm doing the same thing over and over. And it took a little bit, but from what I learned was when I'm doing the same thing over and over with it, just put the camera away. Put headphones in, put a podcast in, zone out, whatever to...
tune in and drop out?
To kind of make it more enjoyable. And it's very hard. That's why a lot of people don't understand me over the last few years, and then don't understand us together, because it's even worse. It's two of us. But our minds are very much alike, but very different. Yeah. There's certain things that you don't mind doing that is like that.
Honestly, and even right now, I'm trying really hard to listen to what you're saying.
Yeah.
But all I can think about is how it looks very, blown out on the...
It does, because I did the... I did the video.
What you're witnessing is me really trying to not focus on that and focus on what you're saying.
I already saw that, but I did it because normally our videos are very dark. So I did where I adjust it. Watch. And then I'll go watch this. Ooh, wrong way. There you go.
See?
But that's called pro mode.
He's my baby's a pro.
Yeah. It's very hard for me to do the fence where I have to cut 800 boards, and then I have to throw them all through the planer, and then it's just something that's, oh man, it's just, oh my gosh, it's just repetitive. I can't do that for a long time.
Which I get locked in on repetitive.
Yeah, I don't.
That's where my dialed in, hyper focus. If it's something very repetitive, I get time warped.
No, I can't do it.
Especially if I'm listening to music.
Yeah, no, I can't do it. I could do, say, if it's mowing all day, because it's something different and you're going around something, you're doing this, I could do
is instant gratification.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
I could do something like that all day, but if it's literally, hey, I this stack of boards, cut them all to the same length. About 5 seconds in, I'm done. I'm over it. I don't want to do it. And unfortunately, that's building. So, I've always been that way my whole life. Even, reading. I could read for about 5 minutes and I'm done. My brain starts going off to a whole different thing, and it's just no matter what, I can't do the same thing over and over. So I do like the fact that we have, see, it's already getting brighter. I do like the fact that we do have many things going on, and that's why you'll see us do something, we'll go that, and we'll do here, and we'll come back, finish it, and go there.
So the time lapse too of the
it was all over.
I was watching, I was like, what people are gonna get, but it's the perfect explanation of our brain too, but it is all over the place. People who didn't watch it are gonna be like, what are they doing?
But also it's we were working on the barn, next thing you know they're drilling water.
Yeah.
But it's we were waiting for them to come drill water. Okay, well, we're doing this, and then this happened, and then, you know what I mean? Or we're going to work on the fence, but we don't have the materials to finish it, so then we're going to jump here because we can't wait around. Or, there's stuff like that it's like that. But if you really, truly think about it, the only difference between us and people that live this lifestyle off of YouTube is they don't film it and put it on the internet. How many projects do y'all have going on right now? there's stuff like that. Like, everyone gets overwhelmed till they figure out, not everybody, most people are like this. To where, especially when you have animals, and say if you're working on something and then something happens with the animals or whatever, you have to go take care of that, and then you got to come back. And then maybe not just that, but maybe a water line broke, and then you got to go deal with that, and then you got to, we got to try to do some fencing to keep our dogs in. Hunting season's coming up. Okay, then so everybody deals with it. It's just when you're on the internet and you put your life out there, you get braided over it and stuff. And then some people are actually very, very good at staying on certain tasks, but they're probably stressing over things not getting done. I mean,
yeah, some people, everybody works, differently. But that's how we roll.
Yeah, all I'm saying is you never know what's actually going on behind the scenes when it comes to the internet. A lot of people keep their lives very private, and we've definitely learned the more private you leave it, the better off you are. It all the way down to me just showing training for the dogs got a lot of people mad at me. But we're very open people. We're very much, I'm just like, take it or leave it. This is who I am. If you want to watch, cool. If you don't, no skin off my back. It would probably help if we had one channel we posted once a week and that was it. As far as like the channel being bigger and all that stuff. But
and then all of our energy would go to that.
Well, correct. Not that any
Crocker Life doesn't take much energy.
And this doesn't either.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take a lot of energy to do the other videos. Because some people were like, well, then why do you have all these channels? The channels aren't the problem. What I'm saying is the problem is my mouth on all the channels. It gives more opportunity for me to talk. And the more you talk, the more you realize certain things, I guess. Though just, again, down to the sole fact of something so minor of teaching our dogs. People were mad that we didn't let them go to the bathroom first. And then some people will be like, oh, I get it. We can think different. Some people are like, I don't like this person now. They're mean to their animals. So then they'll quit watching. So it does help to be as closed off, I guess, on the internet. It does help because it leaves it up to imagination of, I like this person, I bet you they're like me. When in reality, most people you watch are probably not like you at all, just because they show certain things in a video. But that's the beauty of the imagination. We just don't leave much left to the imagination. We just tell y'all everything. But I would go crazy if I didn't. I don't know. I enjoy just being me, and if you like me, cool. If not, oh well. I don't know. That's just who I am.
Do you think you used to care more about what people thought of you?
Yeah. As far as
I only say that because that's like a common narrative. Is like the only reason Jason talks about this stuff because he does care so much about what everybody thinks of him.
Yes and no. Do I care if people like me or dislike me or whatever? Heck no. I don't stay up at night thinking about that at all.
I think it just goes
it's more
back
of
to...
I want to explain my side. Don't say something without giving me a chance to say my side. And that's the same thing. That's one of the things that we've talked about before at the beginning of our relationship and throughout the years and stuff is Danielle's learned, hey, just let me talk. Let me get my side out. And whether it's right or wrong, I just want to tell you how I feel. I want to tell you maybe why I reacted a certain way or why I said a certain thing or why I did a certain thing. Like, whether I'm right or wrong, I just want you to know how I feel. And I think, honestly, that's because my whole life I never talked. I was a very quiet kid. I never expressed my feelings. I never...
I think also,
I never talked about anything.
Also, I think it has a lot to do with not a lot of people believed in you.
Oh yeah, that too.
So people always talk smack to you.
Yeah.
And then also being on the internet
makes it 10 times worse.
Where again it does like your side. It's like you always want to explain your side. So I think it's like a cultivation.
Yeah. Well,
and so here we are, and it's like you have this like embedded in you where it's like I need to explain my side. Because a lot of things, even up to interpretation, gets taken wrong or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So it's like,
or even my words come out wrong,
Yeah,
and then I have to try to explain. They're like, "Nope, he's trying to go back on it." I'm like, "But that's not what I meant."
But so years of that and living in that, I think, creates this where it is.
What do you mean this? This guy.
You know. So I think that's we've talked about that too before, which I don't think it. I don't think they though.
It's not good or bad.
Yeah.
It's just who I am.
Yeah.
And I'm just again, I grew up very shy, very quiet. I mean, my mom's friend that was our neighbor, and our neighbor's mom that we hung out with, the kids, she would come over, and I would hide in the corner in the living room, put a blanket over me, and act like I wasn't there because I was like too shy and embarrassed to like be there. And then they'd be like, "Jason, what are you doing?" And then it got to the point where, as an adult, I realized, like, why am I like this? Why would I not just tell people how I feel? I was very much a people pleaser. No matter what, I was just like, okay, even if I didn't want to do it, or I didn't like it, or I didn't agree, or nothing, I was just very much a people pleaser. And now I just learned in life, but I'm miserable. Like, I'm miserable. Why would I be this way? And then as an adult, as I went from the far side of this way, and then I went all the way to the other side to like fully see how that would be. And then I learned both sides are not good. So then it like came back to the middle. And as far as I go as a person, I feel like I'm very level-headed now. I feel like I am able to listen, rationalize, tell my side, and listen to the other side. And at the end of the day, if it comes down to I'm still not happy, then I'm just not going to be a part of it. And as long as I get to explain myself, I feel better about stuff.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about this?
This is, I don't know. My baby.
You brought it up, saying this guy.
You were on this train before.
Nah, I wasn't.
It always weaves back to, you're doing the weave.
That's good.
You're doing the weave. Not a lot of people can do the weave.
Yeah, how many of y'all watched the Joe Rogan?
Takes a very intelligent man.
Yeah.
To do the weave.
See? How many of y'all watched the Joe Rogan and Trump podcast? It was very good. We're not saying one political side or the other. We're just saying I would love if Kamala got on there.
Yeah.
And got to hear, because
that's the best way to
there's no arguing, there's no talking back to each other, there's no nothing. It's just a couple hours of just listening
from a non-biased.
Yeah, and like Trump even said at a rally after that, I saw a clip, I don't watch none of this stuff, saw it on YouTube, popped up, said that's the longest interview he's ever done. Why would you not, if you're picking a president, want 2 interviews like that?
Yeah. And then 2, that's what Joe Rogan said too, it's not an interview, it's a conversation.
True.
Like, we're having a conversation.
Yeah.
And which is, I think, important to have, because
very important.
Instead of like a scripted whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway.
How do you get to know the person that's going to lead the country without a real conversation?
Yeah.
And I think just in general, that's a good thing with just anybody, is conversations. If there's something you want to talk about with someone, have a conversation. If you disagree on something, have a conversation. It doesn't matter if the outcome is still bad. At least you had it and you actually said how you feel. Again, I'm just the type that I want to tell you how I feel. Why did I react this way? Why did you react that way? I want to know. And at the end of the day, you can still walk away. But if people decide not to have a conversation, that's more on that person. It'll never be on me. I'm always open, whether it's good or bad, to have a conversation.
Yeah,
and
you're saying, before that gets taken out of context, you're saying...
How could that be taken out of context?
You said, it'll never be me, like, your fault.
It won't, that we didn't have a conversation.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. So, the weave. It was about...
Well, I'm never wrong, if that's what you're getting at. But they already know that. No, I am always okay to talk about something. I'm not, like... I don't, like... Confrontation ain't nothing to me. It's never a confrontation. It's just a conversation.
I hate to do it.
I hate to do it, but I will. And I have no problem. And, Yeah, I wish more people were open to talking. I think most problems truly happen and stay a problem because most people don't want to discuss it. And I think most people don't want to discuss things because they feel like they're in the wrong and they don't want to discuss it. And I say that from experience. There was times in the past where I didn't want to talk about, why would I want to talk about this? I'm wrong. I don't want to talk about it. And I think...
Or you just don't want to talk about it because you don't really care.
Well, then that would be the other thing. If you don't talk about it, you don't care enough to talk about it and try to resolve whatever it may be. And I think that does come down to a huge problem in society in general, is it's easier just to be mad, walk away, and talk trash than it is to talk out with that person. But all I know is I go to sleep fine at night because of who I am and how I am. And I know a lot of people don't like me because of that, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, what do people say? I know my truth. I know my truth. I do. I really know who I am and how I feel, and I get it off my chest. And I'm very grateful to be that person, and I think a lot of it has to do with YouTube and getting berated for so long and getting every opinion you can think of on the internet.
What did I just say?
I didn't listen. What I'm saying is I really do think it is because of the internet that you get good comments, you get bad comments, you get good relationships, you get bad relationships, you get it all.
With everything in life,
yeah,
everything's a lesson in what you take away from it.
It is. It's how you react to an action, of how the other person reacted to your action.
It's like if...
For every action, there's a reaction.
Yeah. These two, like, everybody's been in a bad relationship. Everybody, but if you're...
Mine have been perfect.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, you learn from it and move on. If you're...
Or if you didn't learn from it, you're probably the problem.
Yeah. Say, it's... Well, it takes two to create a problem, mostly. But typically, if you're still talking about it way down the road, you haven't learned anything. And sometimes, I know, it takes a while, but...
Yeah.
It's a relationship. You do that with literally...
Anything. Yeah. I don't like strawberry milk, but if I keep talking about it and I keep drinking it, what did I learn?
I don't know.
But what I can tell them, my stomach isn't as bad today. Did we talk about that on here or
yeah, yesterday we talked about it.
Yeah, so.
And this morning it was just straight creamer.
It was. I ran out of milk and honey, but the milk was already going bad.
They had me smelling. I said, "Yeah, that's not good."
Yeah, I think it was.
Good.
I think it was the milk that wasn't so good.
Which is before the expiration date on it.
Yeah, it was.
It's just little stinkies.
Yeah, so I think it was the milk that kind of messed me up yesterday. And I'm lactose intolerant, and
you don't tolerate it.
No, and
you have no toleration for lactose.
No. Especially ice cream. I'll just have to sit on the pot and eat ice cream and it's worth it.
Yeah, we have to plan out when we're eating ice cream.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Has to be if there's a bathroom nearby.
Yeah, it'll tear me up pretty good.
Or like by the house.
Yeah, it will rip right through me. Anyways, hopefully...
If you're still watching, comment, rip right through me.
You know it's Blink-182 lyrics?
Oh. I don't know.
Someone might know that.
What song?
It's I can't remember what song it is. Wrapped right through me. Tom sings it. So someone might know. Anyways, guys, hopefully you have a good one. Last night we were in bed at 6:30.
7:30.
No, we were in bed before 7. It was early.
I just remember getting out of the shower and climbing into bed, and you asked what time it was, and it was 7:30. So you were...
I was already in bed. Yeah. I showered first.
Yeah.
It was early. But this time change, I'm ready for it to kick over to where it's not super dark in the morning. Actually, I don't even know. We're going back? Fall back? I don't know. Anyways, I'm ready for
science, you know?
I'm ready for the time to change, even though we have way less time now to build. But the beauty is, hopefully, once we get the house situated, we're just going to be working on the inside. And, yeah, all right, guys. Catch you later. Sorry it was blowing out the whole time.
Yeah.
I kept fixing it, and it distracted. So, all right, guys.